everyone. So I told you that I'll make videos when I have something going on. And in this video, I will be talking to what the video says, what the title of the video is. So my update is that I was doing my Lisa gig last week. And so we will end up getting like really busy with customers, and I wanted to help. So I ended up going to the bar. That's where, we make the coffee. And one of the customers, she's like, he speaks English, she just has like an accent that I couldn't really understand. And so she was like saying like, oh, I want to have like a coffee drink with like almond milk. And then she decided she wanted almond foam with her drink. So I was making that for her, and I was holding it kind of weird, and I was turning the valve, and she was just like looking at me and like kind of like talking, like dividing my attention. I was trying to focus on that and on what she was saying, and it was like in this heat, just happened so fast and started steaming, and it overboiled, and it basically just the steam and the milk got on my hand, and so it kind of like made like kind of like a shape like from like here to here on my hand, and it burnt. The part that got burnt the most is the part that was actually touching the metal of the thing that we were using to steam the milk in. And so it ended up doing like what bonds do. It blistered. That eventually got what it needs to get out of the blister, and then the skin was ready to peel off. So I got to do that, and it's basically kind of like how skin peels off its dead skin. And this is basically what it uh, looks like now. You can kind of see it. It's not very, yeah, very pretty, huh? But I'm fine. It's healing, and it's most likely, it's probably not gonna leave a scar, but if it does, at least I got a story behind the scar, right? But kind of like, I never watched the Attack on Titans, but it kind of reminds me of the Titans from it, where you can like see like the skin, but you can also see like the muscle tissue. So my finger kind of almost looks like that. But back to what this video is about. Yes, so I am not talking about I never watched the original anime, but I did watch the Netflix version of Death Note. I don't remember it. And I guess that just shows like how bad the movie was. I don't remember it at all. Um, but I'm fine with people like that watching that movie because apparently it was not a very good portrayal of the story of Death Note from the manga and the anime. It was just Netflix like making a cash grab and using familiar names in the movie that people already know instead of making up new characters and a story separate, but still take place in the world of Death Note. Um, and because like the movie was like got so much negative like stuff about it, people were like, oh, have you watched this movie? Don't watch this movie. That makes people want to watch this movie. And like, this movie is so bad, you need to watch it. You may not believe me, but this movie is terrible. So watch it. And yet, back like in 2006, years before Netflix made their version of Death Note, in Japan, they made a Death Note movie. And I watched videos and stuff like that, and I got to see like behind the scenes of how they made it. And the director of the first movie really loved the manga and the anime, and he actually had like a son who really enjoyed Death Notes and was excited about his dad making the movie, and his favorite character was L. As soon as he heard that his dad was making that movie, he immediately went into a chair and sat just like L does in the anime manga. And even the actors and actresses really wanted to do the best to be able to portray and the characters and really bring them to life for people who love the story of Death Note. So I am planning, once I have the money, I am planning to watch all of the movies. I'm planning to watch the first, second, third one, and the one between that's supposed to like be somewhere, um, but it's still in the universe with L because a lot of people love that character, so they made him his own movie, and you actually get to see him do some action and then be more active with what's going on. So I'm really excited to watch it. And even though I haven't seen it, I have what I have watched and seen. It looks like it's a very good movie, so you guys should really check it out. I will make sure to put the links in the description below. They have a majority of the movies on, I know, Amazon being one of the places, but also L. The only place I guess to watch it is that someone put like a whole full like video of the movie on YouTube. I hope that there's gonna be some English subtitles so I can watch on YouTube for free, which is awesome. But yeah, that's just basically what I want to talk about. But next Saturday, I believe I don't have anything going on, so I might do a live stream. I'm gonna do it late in the day, probably like 6, but I'll let people have time to come in and watch it. And I actually have something, a topic that I want to start out with. I'm not going to give away what the topic is going to be about. It will be in the title of the live stream, so you guys will be able to figure it out then. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this video. I am doing fine. It just needs to do what, it does, what the body does and how it heals itself. So yeah, luckily it wasn't so bad that I had to go to like the emergency room and see a doctor. And I keep telling my parents like, well, at least I didn't get burned on my face. So yeah, because I am actually very cautious about people seeing this and ask me questions about how it happened and stuff like that. But it's not as visible. I mean, if people actually look at my hand a lot, well, like long enough and close enough that they actually see it, then I'm gonna probably have to explain like what happened. But yeah. So, but if it leaves a scar, hey, at least I get a cool scar of it, right? My hands have suffered so much abuse, and this is probably the worst thing that my hand has ever gone through. And I'm just lucky that just this part of my hand and not the rest of the part that actually got burnt, but by the milk that got on my hand. Uh, so yeah, and summer's coming. I hope you guys enjoy summer. There's obviously not gonna be a lot of stuff on TV. It's basically gonna be like game shows and stuff like that. Fine. But I think they're gonna have like an all-star thing of RuPaul's Drag Race, which I'm really looking forward to watching that. And there's new Sims games coming out. The kids are coming out. They had the kids coming out, and then they had the expansion pack coming out sometime this summer. I know it's like the whole entire theme of love, and people like thinking like, oh, these hits like their thing, and like where am I going to like use these build wise? In the bistro, you could use that if you have dine out and make a bistro restaurant and stuff like that. Just coffee lot, like a hangout place for you to go to. But the pool thing, not very sure where you could make that. Maybe like Oasis Springs in the Sims game, someplace like that. Um, the bistro would be good for a get together. But yeah, we don't know what the world of the expansion pack is going to be like, so maybe these kits could tie in with the world of the expansion pack. I'm really looking forward to seeing that and what place they're gonna have it themed around. They've obviously have really been inspired by Asian culture. A lot of the stuff that we have gone like worldwide and so like that has to do with like Japanese culture and stuff like that. So for this, I wonder what I would like to see what they're gonna take inspiration from for the expansion pack. Yeah, that is it. Uh, got Mr. Snuggles right here, and I will make sure that Fritz is in the live stream next Saturday. Right now, he is not with me because he was a bad boy, and so he's with my parents. And that's what happens when he's a bad boy. Okay, bye everyone.